Hello, Geminis, and happy birthday, happy solar return. May all your needs and wants and joy be emanating and coming towards you. So, it is your solar return, and on top of it, as a great gift, we had Jupiter going into Gemini. So, you probably starting to feel that extra expansion energy. So, for your reading, I started meditating on your energy and I pulled the first layer of card. And the first cards that came out here, I have the Ace of Wands, Eight of Wands, and Seven of Pentacles. Now, there's an interesting fire going on. We have the Eight of Wands, which I think is kind of the side effect of Jupiter here. Eight of Wands, we call it the arrows of love. This is when energy from above goes below, and it's this beautiful dance of things happening, things going on, all right? But here, there's, for some of you, maybe you're thinking, okay, how come, I'm not really feeling it or whatever, but here, the Seven of Pentacles, we see the wand is in a shovel. And we have to understand something about energy. Energy, it's not that Jupiter passes and sprinkles expensive energy on us. There's also, it's emanating it like a tuning fork at, 534 hertz will emanate that. It emanates this frequency in your house. But are you tuned into it in order to receive it? It's always a co-creation thing. So here they're saying, okay, there's this beautiful energy coming down, but here, Gemini, some of you, my energy is transformed into a shovel. That means that I'm actually channeling this tuning, this vibration into chore work. Okay? It might even have enhanced your expectation, what people expect, what you expect of yourself, the load of work. It might have brought an enhanced unconsciously, because this is in reverse. The both of them are in reverse. So unconsciously waiting for the fruits to arrive, but not quite. Like a part of you is in the excitement of this, and another part of you is maybe waiting and wondering and exhausted, and that energy goes into a shovel. And here, there's that new way of channeling that energy within yourself that is not available now, because there's something you're going to need to understand in order to align yourself to this new receptivity of fire. Okay? So, the card that comes after that is the Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Wands is like, so here we have the wand into a shovel, and here we have the wand that is used to protect oneself, to put boundaries in reaction in all of these demands. Maybe some of you, Jupiter, actually enhanced the demands and the expectations of people around you. Sorry. Okay? And you're like, whoa, I'm just here. I made it here, and I'm just trying to keep up with everything. But here, at the end of the month, here we have the star with Temperance and the Six of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles here, the opposite of that, not the opposite, but anyway, the balanced version of this. It's like, okay, things will be balanced. I will not give what I do not have. This guy knows its worth and its value. Temperance here made you see the bigger picture. So probably there's some of you that will readjust how they deal with others' needs, with others' wants, especially if you've learned to, you know, read it well. And with the star, there's this liberation and realignment with your fellow Aquarius here of who you truly are. So it's almost like I'm giving you a lot of fire, and you're like, oh, if I use it in the same way I've been using it before, it's overwhelming. And then at the end of the month, can be much sooner. It's just kind of the process they're showing. There's this understanding here. We do have on the 6th the new moon in Gemini, but on the 23rd, it's the full moon in Capricorn. And Capricorn is really, rules the 10th house of our ambition, of how we're bringing our energy here, how we're bringing our constructed, focused, this is what I want to accomplish, this is my ambition, and all of that. And so if somewhere there's an unconscious belief that constant work never leads to anything, that it's kind of, and I'm not seeing any fruits, even if that is unconscious, it's like an endless battle. It's like an endless mountain that I'm going to climb, and I'll never arrive to my ambition or to a state of balance in there. And at the end of the month, there it is. So let's continue. Here, under our Ace of Wands and all of this, we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse with the moon. So this kind of reaffirms that this is all unconscious. That means on the veil under the moon, it's coming up to the surface. It's like, what do I really want to build? Do I know what my aspiration is? Am I just, working the salt mine here? What's my aspiration? What's my vision of it? And of course, so that I can start building it. All of this is suspended. So in that flow of extension, okay, because Jupiter's going to extend everything, it probably extended that. And with the extra energy coming in, it's like, whoa, what's going on? It's going to bring up this. And in the middle of the month, where, you're like, no, I cannot go down. I have to put my boundaries and energies and all of that. We have the Page of Cups and the Ace of Swords. So, you're seeing yourself going here. Where's the love for what I want to do? Where's the creative potential of what I want to bring forward? That it's not just a battle of wants and needs and pursue and work, but actually something I want to create. Because we understand that with the star here, that's like, Aquarius that rules the 11th house of your soul purpose, of who you are and what you want to bring to this world. So, under this, I have the Hangman and the Two of Cups. So, the Star, Temperance, Hangman, you finish with 3 major arcanas that are going to change the mirrors in your life. If the mirrors in your life were demanding with their wills and wants and needs, and you always had to prove yourself or defend yourself just to keep afloat, I think that extra self-love will allow you to actually see from a different angle what came up from the moon, and you're going to transform the way that you deal with others. by knowing what you have to bring and knowing your worth, not having to make sure you're not sacrificing and working for nothing. There's an understanding here. Bottom of the deck, I have the Emperor in reverse. So the part of you that wants, he masters his wands. He doesn't have to work so hard to put boundaries. They're felt. He knows his ambition, King of Wands. He knows his worth, King of Cups, King of Pentacle. He knows his truth, King of Sword. So let's clarify this for you, Gemini. I think it's ultimately leading you to see others, the world, the mirrors in your life, your partners. It can be family members or whatever. But it's going to allow you to change the dynamic with the world and with others, to making it more balanced and less this pouring of energy into something that doesn't give and is not aligned with what you actually want to create and build. All right. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Gemini for the month of May 2024. All right, show me the Eight of Wands. Oops. I have the Eight of Wands, Ace of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacle there. We have the Knight of Wands. Here's that extra energy that probably made you want to just throw away, leave everything, but for what? Okay, so some of you probably had this urge of just, you know what? I'm dropping everything, but I don't have my next wand yet. I cannot bring this energy in the same way I've always brought it. Let's look at what is the Moon and the Three of Pentacle here. Ooh, okay. Moon clarified by the Moon, so we have a double moon. And the thing is, yeah, we have the Magician, but we have the Page of Wands in reverse, and we have Strength. So it's really understanding what unconsciously sabotaged or sapped your fire. This is a mastery of fire for you, Gemini. And fire is energy. It's the life of spirit through you. Okay, so that's why it's your will, it's your desires, it's your passion, it's what you want, it's your courage, it's your strength. And so here we have the rising of your higher self, taming the lion here, the persona ego, the animalistic ego, so that he's not just reacting with the fire to old patterns that are in the moon here, but so that he can get this new way of building things, or this new passion, this new path, this new direction. Wants to know what to build. Here, it's almost like you're there and you're like, oh my God, here I have all my tools, my knowledge, my everything, and I don't know what to build. And there's something here that's going to reconnect you with your soul this month, that's going to help you find that direction. Let's look at the 7 find what you love. Seven of Wands. Clarify the Seven of Wands. Ooh, that was a... Okay. All right. So this is a pack and a pack, but I'm going to keep the top one. Nine of Cups. All right. Eight of Pentacles, but with the Sun in reverse. See the fire again. Where's the... I'm content. I'm happy. But where's my fire? Where's my fire that would propulse me towards what do I want to express? What is my joy? What illuminates me? Okay. Bottom of the deck, I have the Four of Cups in reverse. And that means that there might be an unconscious belief, an emotional restriction. And there's that Page of Cup, where you're closing up yourself to the references of what you've lived. You know, I've only been this fulfilled emotionally. That's my limit. Those 3 cups on the floor, they're not great. So probably that's why you need to kind of break that wall by taking that wand. You're going to understand exactly what it is. And I think what is not so great, and probably even in some of you relationships, if we're talking about that kind of fire, it's time to break that wall and bring the sun, the fire, the passion into your life. There's something in your unconscious that's going to come up, and you're going to see like, oh, that's how I was blocking my energy here. What's that Page of Cup in the reverse? Okay. Page of Cup in reverse. Six of Wands in reverse and Six of Cups in reverse. We have fire and water in the sixes, in the heart chakra. So we need that. You know, you might be very independent emotionally, but here it's when it comes to sharing with others, maybe. When it comes to balance, Six of Pentacles, Six of Wands, Six of Cups. That balance that Gemini needs between the inner, the outer, the above, the below, the left and the right, left brain, right brain. Gemini are all these dualities within yourself. The Six of Cups will allow you to free flow your joy, your creativity, your love, your peace, your serenity, your communion in a healing, transmuting way. Six of Wands, this is when I don't need to be like this anymore. Others are not threats that just want to bring me down. In this, others are upright, others are cheering you, and the ones are in the same direction. And energy needs to be in the same direction in order to flow. So it's almost like it was send the flowing, but when it came to the mirroring and what I'm going to actually accomplish and do, it's confronted with unconscious beliefs that the world, the others, will not join in. 10 of Pentacles in reverse, Queen of Wands. Unconsciously, you were actually attracting what, let's say, the lesser vibrations of your physical experience here was for the past 10 years, 20 years, your family, whatever. What's that Ace of Swords? What do you get? Ooh. Okay. So we're going to have some forgiving. We're going to understand that everything is a gateway. The Tower. Our Two of Cups in reverse. You're getting rid of mirrors or the way you connect with others, some of you connections that do not correspond with who you are, and that probably unconsciously you were waiting for the satisfaction, waiting for the fulfillment in something that you had to actually protect yourself from. Six of Swords, this is when we're turning the page, we're protecting ourselves. So we, I'm going to keep the Four of Wands, because the Four of Wands, it's almost like once you understand that, it's very important to understand that the threshold is right there. You just need to cross it. You realize what was happening for the past 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, whatever. But you have to understand that on the other side, since you understand it, you can choose to bring that fire in a way where you're matching with people that are welcoming you. There's nothing behind the scene. It's clear. That is the clarity you're getting this month. And so let's look at the Star, Temperance, and the Six. Once you get it, I think then afterwards you're ready to heal. You're ready to heal and transform death. And this is great because you come in the month with the moon, and you see those two towers in the background of the moon. They're in the background of the death card. They're the sentinel. And a sentinel does not let pass anything that does not fit with the other side, with the quality of what is on the other side. So when you arrive here, everything that does not match Temperance, the Star, and the Six of Pentacles, you will let die. You will sacrifice. You will let die the idea that there's no other cups for you. There's no, because the cups is your capacity to receive high frequency, okay? And so, and you need these cups in order to feed or give a direction or give an aspiration to your fire, okay? Let's look at that Two of Cups and the Hangman. The Hangman is the 12th house in astrology. And, Neptune in Pisces. It's all about sacrificing. So the Two of Cups here, I think you're going to, see I have the Four of Cups, Queen of Swords. Oops, my arm doesn't turn that much. Queen of Swords in reverse, and the Eight of Cups. And here I have a bit of the Five of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. So it's realizing and letting die connections that restrain you and prevent you from actually leaving all of that old water behind, knowing that you can experience things in a higher state. And that doesn't mean leaving everybody around. It's just interacting with them differently and not from a unconscious part of you that can only exchange from what it has known, that can only perceive from those cups on the floor, and that are keeping them all inside, doing it unconsciously, and that's the result that you see in your mirror. So the Hangman here, you're going to look at that from a completely different angle. So that means we're flipping that around and we're looking at our own vibrational water. And we finish with the Star and the Three of Pentacles. You are going to flip around or reverse what it means to, because here you have a collaboration also, everybody bringing their thing. I think Gemini here, that extra energy is kind of confronting you to see partnership, associations, collaboration in a completely different angle. And that is actually going to allow you to start experimenting things in a much more balanced way. Because the unconscious part of you that used to tell you that associations meant having to protect yourself, having to, working and not seeing any results out of associations and things like that, this is going to turn around. And it's actually going to help you share and plant your fire, finding the joy in what you want to do. So some of you change what you want to do, others of you change how you collaborate in order to do it. How you connect with people. All right? So this is your birthday reading, my beautiful Geminis. I am sending you all my love and light. And thank you for watching, sharing, commenting, and all of that. If you want a private reading, the description is below. There's the website. You go on it, and it's very easy. And so on this, all my love and light, and I'll see you next month.